Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. I'll just wait for somebody to jump on. Hi Kathy. Hey Selena. Oh, thanks Kathy, I have. Hi Vicky, thank you. Hi Mitzi. Hi Chantel. Hi Leslie. Hi Michelle. Well, thanks everyone. I know I got a lot of pings on Facebook today, but I don't know how to check. I was trying to do some techie stuff. But I did get some great handmade cards. Hi Andrea. Hi Jill. I got donuts and I got my favorite lemon bundt cakes. Let's just wait until the YouTube comments jump over to Facebook. Hey Michelle. Hi Chantel, you like the raspberry ones? I think all of those is, I forget what the name of it. Mitzi, what is it? Not Your Ordinary Bundt Cake, or I forget. It's a special place. It is, yeah, no booze for me, Michelle. I'd pass out from being tired. Hey Jan. I like the lemon ones. They're really, really good. Okay. Thanks, guys. Let me just show you a couple of the cards. So, Michelle made me that one. Really, really pretty. And then Mitzi made me this one. My favorite mushrooms. Isn't that lovely? Nothing Bundt Cake, that's it. That's the name of it. I can never remember. I knew it was Bundt something. Okay, so let's work on this. Nothing but, yeah. Let's work on this. So I had a thought. As you guys know, I ripped it a piece before and I tucked it in some papers. So my intent today was I was going to use this die. Note the words was. I was going to use this die. It's going to cut a shape out here. And then I was going to use this die, cut another piece of paper, layer it underneath. That was my intent. But then when I was cleaning up my table, remember we did this last week for something? We made it for this, I think it was. And it didn't feel right to me. Well, it feels very right for here. So I think I'm going to just stamp a sentiment in there, pop this on a card. We'll call this one done. And then we'll work with these two pieces. So I am going to use this and we'll finish this one. And time permitted, I was asked what you would do with this. I'm going to show you an idea with this that we have. Before I forget, I put up today some Prima that is arriving Friday. Okay, Yvonne, yeah, I'm going to show you. I did a live yesterday, and I'll give you the reason for that in just a second, but before I forget. So the Prima is limited quantities. There are some molds in there. They're multi-level molds, so they're pretty cool, the detail in there. And there's a Halloween collection that's coming in. I do believe that the journaling cards are now, we have them, but they're sold out at my supplier. So if you want any of that new Prima, please jump on and get it now. Okay, so let's just finish up this. So Yvonne had asked me specifically about the embossing folders, as you guys know, yesterday. They both emboss fantastic. Now let me read, I contacted Sizzix to ask them about that, and I'm going to give you the official wording, because even though, let's see, Our embossing folders have a plus or minus tolerance level. So after we get a prototype, we add more thickness sometimes to improve the impression performance. So some folders can be thicker than others. So they always get prototypes in, they test them out, they see how it does. If it needs more of an impression, they make the folder thicker. So it's a very detailed quality control process. So that is the official answer. And I would agree, because I think the quality, like I said yesterday, is excellent on this very thin folder. So I just really, really like it. Hey, Doris. So both are great. All right, let's work on this. I have this sentiment. It says, whatever you do, you need courage. Because I thought, when I looked at it really quickly, that it might fit in here. So it looks like it will. Let's grab a stamp block. Let's hope I don't screw up the stamping. And ink pad. So what I'm going to try and do is not get the author, because the author is a bit too long for here. And we'll just hope I get straight. If I don't, you know what? It doesn't matter. And there you go. Didn't matter. Now, I did get a little bit of ink on there from before, and that's okay too. Let's smudge it out a little bit. If I could just find an ink blending tool. And then it looks deliberate. Okay. I have a card base here. Nope, I can cut it down just a little bit. And then we've got a, hey Robin, then we have a card. Aw, thanks Andrea. Yep, that'll work for me. I don't know what it is that I cannot just use one of the colors for the, same with the gilding polish, right? I just don't want one. I have to use all of the colors. And then let's pop that up. Let's see. It's a very, very simple card. But I like it. So this, to remind you guys, was this 49 Market stamp set. It's called Artsy Regal Frame. So we used that one last week. And it's just, you know, embossed with the powder. We added some ink so it wasn't so white, and I think that's quite a nice card. This would actually be kind of very good in your vintage journal. Okay, so let's go on to this really quick. Okay. So this is it's called Gothic. It's an acetate sheet that we sell. It is from New Zealand. 3/4 Designs have it, and it has all these really cool images on it. Like there's a couple of bats on there. I love bats. Let's see which side looks better. I think this would be the back side. This is the front side. You've got some lace that is really pretty as well. So let me just show you how to accent this and use it. Let's go with the acetate. I mean, sorry, the lacy thing. Because hey Teresa. Because it's easier to see because it's bigger. That's the only reason I'm picking that one. Otherwise, I would have picked that. Okay, I have some, because this is a Halloween one, I'm going to go with eggplant, which is a nice purple. I'm going to put a bit on my gel plate. I have Cloud 9, which is kind of a cream color, or it's off-white, I should say. And did I bring my brayer over here? I used my brayer in the class. Oh, okay, here it is. Add a bit more of the eggplant. Yeah, the sentiment from that stamp came from the Allison Bomber set, Strength and Courage EAB08. Now, don't forget, there's a release from Tracy and Allison next week. I have an Arden new release on Tuesday. On Wednesday is Annette. On Friday, this Friday, is a new All in Create. And then I don't remember what else. Okay. So I said this was the way up. I'm just going to pull up some of the paint. I'm going to let that dry. I don't want to heat this because I am not sure if it is heatable acetate. But I will have a really pretty piece of lace that as soon as the paint dries a bit, you can see. But I'm going to make it a little bit more purple near the top, so I'll just get a bit more purple out. And you don't have to add the paint. Okay. But let me move it away from my leaf. Let me get my scissors. So there are many ways that you can color the acetate. You could use alcohol inks, you could use Copic markers, you could just use it black and clear. It doesn't have to be colored at all. I just thought it would be a little nicer that you could see that you could color it very easily. And I didn't have to use my gel plate. I could have just gone in with an ink blending tool and added the paint. I could have gone in with a paintbrush. Let me just cut it out and show you. So this could be a border down a page. But see how pretty it is colored from the back? With that purple? Really makes that black look dark black. So I think I might save that for my Sunday journaling and do a bat. Like if I paint the bats maybe purple from the back side, let's do them. Just while I got it out. And like I said, it doesn't have to be gel plate. I think if I did him black, it would just be too dark. So by adding a bit of purple, and I'm going to let that dry and do a bit more purple. But see how cool he looks with a bit of purple behind him? So anyway, Gothic acetate sheets. There's some different kinds coming as well. There's something else coming this week. Okay, this, and I don't remember what it was. Let's just move that out of the way here so it doesn't get damaged. This is a Marianne die with no name. It's LR0693. And what's nice about this frame is it's all layered if you want. So you want to do this outside frame and put it on a card. What will happen is that this outside one doesn't cut the inside circle, right? So it just cuts the outside, so you would have a solid piece of paper here, I think. I will double check that. And then if you wanted to cut the interior out, you could use one of these. But I think I like this die. Let me cut a piece of paper with this. I will be right back. This die is better off if you use a thicker piece of paper, which I didn't do, but I could run it through again and emboss that pattern in here. So I've got the inside circle. I grabbed a piece that I think I've got grunge paste on, maybe. I have a very cool leaf here. And I could run it through again with the embossing mat, which I don't have handy, so I can't really do that on the live. But maybe I'll do this. And do I have, let's see, what do I have that's fun? I wonder if I can cut my leaf if this is wide enough. Nope. Wrong color. Let me try cutting my leaf out of this piece of PET tape. I'm going to have to use the other machine though. I'll need to use my metal plate. That looks like. Where did I put my pokey tool? Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's a pretty cool leaf actually. From that PET tape. Looks a bit like a Halloween leaf. I like that. I might cut a few more of those. Huh. Let's color this up. And I should die cut this piece, but I think it's too big for that card front. Doesn't mean to say I have to use the whole thing though. Let me cut this. And I don't have to use the whole thing. So how pretty is that as a frame? Oops. Poke it out the right way. That is very pretty as a frame. It does overtake that card though. Okay, I'm going to use this for something else, but I think it's very pretty. Let's color this up. Let's just move some stuff out of my way. The crooked one is for you, the favorite. Okay, thanks, stars. Yeah, I don't even, oh, here I put it here. I just think that's really a fun leaf. So it's a nice little die set. Okay, let me emboss this one. I'm going to use the Seth, or you know what, it's already embossed here. If I just use one of these pieces, then I don't have to color it. So let me grab that, die cut this, and I'll be right back. There you go, that's a cool frame. Very cool. And then I have a circle that I can use and some other bits and pieces I can just tuck into my journal. Okay, let's find an ink. Let me find an ink. Because this tape has the tiniest bit of pink in it, I'm going to add a little bit of strawberry pie in there. So this one is cappuccino. And I believe this circle has grunge paste on it, which is going to make it have maybe a different kind of look when it gets all dried up. So our PET tape from Visible Image is coming back in stock. It's not here yet. I'm trying to find a rag. But it will be here. We have this particular one in stock, which is the Arden original tape. And then the Christmas one is, I think I used the cappuccino. I'm going to use salted caramel now. That is coming back in stock Wednesday or Thursday. I'm going to add a little bit of red in there. Ink pads are hot from the heat tool. That paintbrush needs washing. It's really stiff. You know, even though I'm obviously older today and wiser, I still don't clean my brushes. And just going to edge it with some salted caramel. Oh, I love that leaf there. Love it. It needs something else. Perhaps a word. Let's have a look. Oh, thanks, Robin. Let's see if I can find... Tim probably is going to be... Oh, no, I have those stickers, don't I? Let's see if anything's going to be small enough in here. The word focus is pretty good for me. These are all too big. I've asked Ciao Bella to make more stickers, by the way. So hopefully they'll listen to me. You are your only limit. That's a good one. Magic is believing in yourself, but I think I'm going to go with focus. Which, where the hell was... Oh, here it was. And the black of this goes very nicely, and the gold in there as well. So let's bring that up so we can put our little sticker there. This could be an element in my journal, actually. Let's see how the word is going to look on our background. It's going to be fine. Oops, and I scratched it. But that's okay. We're almost out of time. Okay, let me just recap in case you had questions. This is the PET tape from Arden. This was the Seth Apter embossing folder, the new one, or the old one. I think it's the new one. And then the die set that I'm using is this one, LR0693 by Marianne Designs from the Netherlands. Really cute. I used strawberry pie, I used cappuccino, I used the embossing folder from yesterday, I can't remember what it's called, Folk Doodle, I think. This is from the set that I showed you before, this one. Artsy Regal Frame, and whatever else I used, I'll recap tomorrow. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching me, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.